What's up, guys? Welcome to the TSO podcast number 7. Tonight, on this lovely late Tuesday night, I'm Drifter Bub. I'm joined by co-host and fellow Texan Bobby the King Jr.
What's up, guys?
And tonight we're also joined by the Mr. David Hasselhoff himself, Shaun Mason.
Hi, guys. That's a terrible inside reference.
If you butter Shaun up enough, he may tell you why I called him that. But
I'll tell you, I'm not ashamed. I don't necessarily want that video to go viral, but
I'm saving it for when I run out of ideas for my vlog channel.
There you go.
Increase viewership.
when I'm running for political office.
Yeah, it's going to be the B12 shot in the arm equivalent of the YouTube channel. So appreciate you guys joining us tonight. We're going to start it off like we do every night by asking what you guys have done in sports gaming lately.
Or Shaun?
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't done a whole lot in sports gaming besides get the bejesus beat out of me at Madden on a regular basis. And the league that Bobby and I are in, I'm the hapless Browns who started off last season 8-3 or 8-4, and then completely just shit the bed and didn't even make the playoffs. And I'm off to a wonderful 0-3 start this year. It's good times. So just like the real Browns, except I have a quarterback, kind of.
You have other pieces that are good.
Yeah, I do.
Who's your quarterback?
Josh Rosen.
Yeah.
So
Goldilocks in the game.
yeah, he does have some crazy hippie hair that I can't get the commissioners and I lose to cut.
I assume you drafted him.
Yeah, I did. But basically, my offense is like the Ravens' offense when they won the Super Bowl. I just try not to make mistakes and win with defense, which is not working. So, but honestly, that's all I've really been doing, playing sports games. I've been playing a lot of the new Zelda game, which is incredible.
On the Switch.
Yeah. No Twitch on that. And I've been playing For Honor quite a bit still.
Okay. What's your favorite feature about the Switch?
Honestly, I mean, it's pretty neat that I can just take it out and play when, and I know the Wii U did that, when my wife wants to watch TV and I don't really want to watch what she's watching, or, if I have to sit and I know I have to go somewhere and sit for a little bit, I'll just pop it out and take it with me. I had to finally add a screen protector to it because it's not extremely durable. I don't know if you've seen the reports of that, but the screen's not Gorilla Glass; it's plastic.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people are complaining about the cradle actually scratching it, supposedly, allegedly.
Yeah, it happened to me, and it's a very minor scratch, but I've pretty much hand carried that thing everywhere except when it's going in and out of the cradle. So I know it's not because I've been putting it on, scratching it any other way.
Right.
But I finally got a screen protector and put it on this today, actually, and it's terrible because I suck at that. So I got bubbles everywhere, but such is life. Looks like a fish tank.
Oh man, what about you, Bob?
Like Shaun, we've been playing Hard Knocks. I've been mixing in a little bit of MLB, trying to brush off a little bit since I got called out last podcast. And then I picked up a couple days ago. I picked up Golf Clash on my iPhone and started playing it. I don't know if it's really a sports game, but it's kind of fun just to play one hole against your friends and just kick it around a little bit. But yeah, I've mainly been Hard Knocks. Shaun's the Browns. I'm the Dolphins, which I had to switch because I was awful in my other division, like straight awful. So I got out of there, got out of Dodge, went to a cheesy team that was built by a pretty good owner, and then from there we just continued to try to make the playoffs.
Nice. So you guys, last podcast we were talking about you guys being on the draft. Watched a little bit of it. Where are you guys at now?
We're heading into week 4 tonight of season 5.
Okay, it's pretty good pace. Did you skip the preseason?
Yeah, we always skip it. We end up
we sim through it quickly. Right.
Right. Well, okay, I shouldn't say skip. We end up turning injuries off, and I give everybody like 15, 20 minutes on each advance to do their XP, their game prep, all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
So we get through in about a night because I leave it up so everybody can, sign their practice squad for the next night.
Right. Okay. So you kind of just skip through them.
Yeah, it just gets too hard to play on. We found that out a couple years ago when they added the preseason. It really tedious to play those. I don't know how Shaun feels about it, but it's tedious for me.
Well, thank you.
See.
I ended up with my starting middle linebacker getting hurt in the fourth quarter because he's on the kick team.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like you can't form subs as special teams or anything like that, so it gets kind of hairy when you get in the fourth quarter. And I really don't care to play with my third quarterback because then it makes the game last forever. What about you, Ronnie? What have you been up to?
Man, let's see. I played a couple of FIFA games. I've really been off the console in general. This week, work has been absolutely killing me. So I got on last night. One of my buddies texted me pretty late for some Rocket League, so we got on there and got demolished. So
I've got to buy Rocket League so I can play with you guys.
no, yeah, it's a ton of fun. I talk about it every week.
Yeah, I did download. What the hell's the Frisbee game on PS4 that was free last month?
Disc Jam or
This Jam?
I didn't download it. I didn't even see it.
I did download it, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Apparently, it's supposedly a lot like Rocket League.
I got lucky when PS4 or PlayStation did the free game was Rocket League, so I grabbed it then.
that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it was before it got real popular.
Nice. So a couple things, a couple announcements. First of all, I think we mentioned it during the last podcast, but still wanted to give a shout out to Hot Rod for winning the PS4 kickoff tourney. Can't remember or not if we gave him enough credit, but he did a fantastic job. Won it in style. So congrats to him. Also, an update on the podcast. You guys might have noticed there's a new transition that I've built. So I'm starting to, in my spare time, sort of add things to this podcast. I'm working on a couple ideas right now on how to continue to make this better, continue to make it more entertaining for you guys. So, just wanted to, although I don't have a ton, I'll do the transition again just so you guys notice it here. Let's see. Boom. Check it out. So, just keep an eye out for that. If you guys got ideas, we're still looking for people to co-host. We're trying to schedule that out in advance. Hopefully, you guys will notice we're a little more consistent with at least scheduling these out. So, just wanted to give a quick update on the pod. Also, if you missed these, I'm archiving on Facebook right now. Shout out to Tracy Taylor in the chat, old TT. But we're archiving these on Facebook, and then we're also putting on SoundCloud, which is feeding an RSS feed. So you should be able to pretty much go anywhere and find us.
They're also on the iTunes store now. That got approved.
Right. Okay.
Oh, awesome.
And the RSS feeds that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So heads up there. If you have any suggestions, comment below. Send us a message. I'd love to hear from it.
If you have
Easy there, kid.
Sorry.
So I guess we'll switch on over to the topic for tonight, which is funny generated player names. I think we've all had our experience with this. Obviously, when they are created, they kind of make their way around the web pretty quick. But I think, Bob, you found some. You want to start us off?
Yeah, I mean, I found some of the ones that we've always seen, like Tremendous Johnson, who was a safety out of Madden 12. But in that same Madden 12, there was also a player named Tremendous Kilbasa. So it was very
Someone
interesting.
obviously in that panel
What's up,
had a
Mark?
fetish, right?
Shout out to Mark in the chat. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it.
You know, it's kind of funny. I think those players came out in the same year that in that release. Another one would be, and this is ironic because I actually drafted this guy. Now that I think about it, his name was Sleepy Richardson.
So he was one of the stock players.
Yeah. Because you remember, before, like way back when, Madden 10, Madden 11, Madden 12. I guess they started doing random in 15, 25. But before that, they were all like, everybody had the same players, right? So you draft the same classes or whatever. So they had Sleepy Richardson and Rocket Man, those wide receivers.
Yeah, there was some bad ones. What was the guy's name? Patrick Chewing?
Oh, yeah, that's Madden 10. I'll tell you what, right now, Madden 10 had the greatest names out of everybody. There was LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron.
Jack English, who was John Elway. There's Tank Lockwood, who was Jerome Bettis. Oh man, there's just if you Googled Madden 10 draft class, you would get probably 60 players throughout that whole release that were like clones of NFL players. Like there was a Troy Aikman clone. There was somebody went crazy in depth with that. Right now, we get players like what do we have? I had one last year that was Sam.
Sam.
Yeah, we always get players with two first names, for both names or first names. So
most of them sound like they're off the Keen and Peele bowl game sketch.
Mm-hmm. And then sometimes you read them and you're like, what in the heck did this name come from? Like, who has the name?
Hingle McCringleberry.
I'm actually surprised that's not even in the game. Like, that would be fantastic if that name was in the game.
Donkey Teeth.
Oh. Just hated.
I mean, I think every year we go through the draft and we're just laughing. But
Saved by Grace says Fam Tam.
Oh man, but it's funny. It's just the one that cracked me up the most, probably for me, and it was ironic. There was actually a player with my name, my complete name on it, and I was like, oh crap, I gotta draft this guy. So like I spent my first round pick on like a 7th round player. So
probably kind of blew his wad there.
And then when he got a pick 6 against Neurotic, I just went crazy. Like I started like running around my house. I felt like I won the Super Bowl.
I think some of the funniest ones I've seen were, obviously Cox, COX, the last name, and all the things. Like one guy, it looks like Madden 09 or something, but his first name was Tiny.
He was the little tiny linebacker, right?
I'd have to look. Yeah, and then there was another player that was generated a couple years later called Asian Cox.
That's kind of hilarious.
Oh man!
Too. That was what's funny. Mark posted in the chat that he has a tight end in his league named Penile Gay.
Oh my gosh!
That's a good one. So I have. Let's see. I had another one here. Oh, Sir Economy.
Uh-huh.
I have a guy on my team named Leventrice Ringer.
Leventrice?
Entirce. Leventrice.
Like, who has that name? You know, Leventrice?
/ and forth the 5th.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we've had funny in Hard Knocks this year. It's been well. We created so many. It was pretty basic.
I've got Parker Barker.
Barker.
Oh, jeez.
I see someone posted one here. This looks like this year's Madden. Tim Tribo.
No, that was Madden 10.
Madden 10. Okay.
Yeah. That one was awesome. I remember those days.
JJ Smoke, that era.
Prince Justin. I remember those days. So I can't think of any more, man.
One of these days, I'm going to get my name changed to Tremendous Kielbasa.
No, well.
Why wait? Why wait, man?
I don't know how my wife would feel about being Miss Kielbasa.
Hey, man, the courthouse ain't that far away, and you got Mr. Noble or Mobile Notary in the chat. He can hook it up.
The reals. I'm like a block away from the courthouse where I'm sitting right now. I can make that happen.
There you go.
You do something more natural, like Tremendous Johnson.
Nah, Kielbasa's great, man. Are you from? Were your ancestors French from Louisiana, like Creole?
Oh, jeez.
There's it's never too late to name that daughter something interesting, Shaun.
Oh, Batman Chalupa. You know what I'm saying?
Chalupa Batman,
Yeah.
I think you could. Mason, right? I mean, that's there's a lot. You could do a lot of puns off Mason.
Brick Mason.
Yeah, jar.
Order of. I told my wife forever that if we had a boy, I wanted to name it Mason.
Oh, jeez.
Just so you can sign it, Mason raised to the third.
Yeah.
That's a long way to go for a nerd joke there, Shaun.
I don't even, we try to wait until the last minute to tell people if we're going to have a kid, because green, there's so much that comes from green. We just stay out of it.
Easter grass green.
I mean, I feel like
Pastel green.
I've heard winter green. I've heard
ganja smoking.
I've heard all those. It's like a bad Kardashians episode.
If there's such thing as a bad Kardashians episode? Oh, wait.
Oh,
Well, they're all bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there such thing as a good one?
I don't know, man. I like my reality show pre-scripted. Why I watch the Jerry Springer show every day.
That's still on?
Oh my God, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it come on before or after the People's Court?
I have no idea, but true story. My wife and I love our guilty pleasures. I think it's one of the few things we agree on in TV is I DVR the Maury Povich show and we watch it daily. It's like our bonding experience.
You DVR Maury Povich.
Oh yeah. You know and they're all. You are not the father. You know the power of that.
Does it just make you feel better about your life? I mean, what is it that drives?
It does. Somehow I'm I don't care that, I've got a lot of problems, but, at least I know that who my kids belong to.
Well, you think you do. I think a lot of people that go on that show think they do until they get tested, right?
Swab testing's pretty cheap. That's all I'm going to say. A little swab on your cheek, a little swab on the baby's cheek.
Yeah, Shaun's like, hey, I got a closet full of home kits.
I've learned how to diagnose those myself.
There was an Amazon Prime sale, and I loaded up.
I ordered in bulk. Send me the 12-pack. That's another service I offer.
I don't even know how to respond.
My wife doesn't watch this.
Man, there was a lot of funny NFL player names. In fact, we're gonna go to this article: the 30 most unfortunate and funniest athlete names in sports history. So number 30 is Steve Sharts. pitcher for the Red Barons. And you can't forget the Patriots legend, strong safety, Harry Colon. And let's see. You have another Patriots player, Dick Felt.
Big Phil.
I love the ones where they put the college players and they put like the two funny names and they're sitting next to each other. Those memes are great.
Man. You have Minnesota hockey player, Dick Paradise.
Dick Paradise. There's at least one NASCAR driver on this list.
Half of this list is, I mean, let's be honest, half of these are dicks. They're all Richards.
Oh god, I'm going through my like 12th grade memory and trying to remember all the dick joke athlete names that I can think of.
Right. You have University of Texas volleyball player Destiny Hooker.
That's unfortunate.
Hello, you've been selected to participate in a short 30-second
I bet she got a
survey.
lot of play.
I got to add there. Probably means I shouldn't be on the site.
Next thing you know, the podcast just crashes.
Yeah, it crashes and there's a skull on the screen.
Oh man, it's just.
Now this draft, the 2016 draft, was especially hilarious. I'm trying to find a list of the names. Let's go here.
Yeah, I'm looking now. I see one right here where these two guys are sitting next to each other, and one is Dingle and one is Barry. It's fantastic. One is Coke and one is Head.
Oh God.
Oh geez, one is Golden, one is Showers. Wow, it's fantastic.
You have tight end from Michigan, Jake Butt.
Oh, it gets way worse than Jake Butt.
There's one guy from Wisconsin or Indiana, right? That had the complete F word on the back of his jersey on accident.
You got a University of Arkansas strong safety, Money Hunter.
It should have been Johnny Manziel's nickname, right?
Right, yeah, no, for sure. Saved by Grace says Branch Crisp in the chat.
There were some bad ones. I mean, going back, I mean, everybody knows the Dick Trickle.
Yep.
That one always made me laugh. There was a guy that played for Eastern Illinois. His name was Luscious Pusey. I'm pronouncing that the politically correct way of saying that word.
Let's see. You have Georgia Southern linebacker Ironhead Gallon. That's pretty strong, pretty flagrant, I must say. Chunky Clements from Illinois.
Chunky Clements. Oh, the Reds used to have a man named Dick Sizzler.
Tolando Cleveland from Mississippi State. He's a corner. Who could forget tight end Jeremy Sprinkle from Arkansas?
Sprinkle.
Yep.
Sprinkle.
Nobody forget him because he stole some from Belk.
Yeah, that's
during the Belk Bowl.
It's a funny story.
Different day.
Different day indeed. And there was a couple more weird ones. I'm not. Weston Steelhammer from Air Force.
He was a dwarf.
I'm telling you, if my last name is Steelhammer and I'm having daughters, none of them are changing their name.
No shit.
How sick.
It has to be hyphenated at the least, right?
Huh?
They have to be hyphenated at the least, or at the most, right? Like, your name is Mighty Stormhammer.
Yeah.
Get used to it, kid.
Steelhammer Mason.
It sounds like a fish when you say it like that.
Well, that's all I'm finding. You guys got anything else?
Oh God, there used to be a guy that played for the 76ers. His name was Chubby Cox back in the 60s. That one made me laugh. God,
Chubby Cox.
Chubby Cox.
The Cox name is just like it's like open. It's like shooting fish in a barrel, right?
It really is. Then a guy named Rusty Kuntz used to play for the Twins. Like, I think he pronounced it Kuntz. But
Oh.
there's out there. What was there was a girl that played in the WNBA. Wasn't her name like Joanna Boner or something like that? God,
You sure it's not Joanna Man? You remember?
Yeah, the movie.
that was my favorite movie growing up. Don't trash Joanna.
Really?
No, not really. Love and Basketball. Love and Basketball.
Okay.
All right.
Whatever.
Loving basketball.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Is that the pickup line you used in high school?
No, I'm not. I think I went with. You have a mirror in your pocket because I can see myself in your pants.
Oh God! All right, with that, we're gonna cut it short tonight, guys. It's kind of a short topic. Blame Bob.
What?
Be truthful. I want to go to bed.
Gosh.
Yeah, Shaun's tired. He's still got to drive home. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks everybody hanging out in the chat. Again, we're gonna get these up. I didn't get last week's podcast up on SoundCloud. That's my bad. I'll do that at some point this week as well as this one. Keep in mind, get at us at Tradition Sports. Email us. Post on the forums. Give us suggestions how we can make this better, and I'll make Bob make it better for you guys. So
Why is everything lying at my feet?
Because that's what happens when you're the king.
By the way, got an announcement before you cut this off.
All right.
There's a new Tradition Sports League, the 108, which is an MLB The Show franchise league.
Man, why didn't you put that at the front of the video, man?
Because y'all want to talk about funny names.
Do they actually have support?
Y'all wanted to actually talk about.
Hey, Bob, what'd you do this week in sports gaming? Oh, I was starting a MLB The Show league. You don't think that was a relevant thing to add to the beginning of the conference? That's what the introduction's for, Bob.
I mean,
burying the lead in here.
I figured next week would be a better week.
Hey, all right.
Week later.
Let's,
I mean,
all right, Bob. I see you. Let's start making you write this stuff down. That's all right. All right, guys. Again, thanks for hanging out. Get at us if you got any suggestions. Other than that, we are bouncing out of here. Appreciate it, and we will see you guys next week.
Later, guys.
see ya.